Saudi crap, welcome back to Urban Ratchathani province in Thailand and episode 6 of our house build story. Let's start with a bit of Kufan culture, shall we, before we get into the nitty gritty. Welcome back. First up, a bit of an apology for being so long with this update. As you can see, we've moved into the house, but we didn't have any internet for quite a while. Cheap Charlie wife didn't want to pay for the rest of the contract at the old house for another 4 weeks or so, and pay for new contract here. So she wanted to wait until the other one had finished. But a few days ago, the guys from True came out and installed our brand new 500 megabits per second connection. And now we're connected to the interweb again. Anyway, as I said, we're in the new house, but let's jump back into the time machine and go back a few weeks to the last stages of construction and then the house blessing. So, see you there. It's day 150, work is progressing, but can you spot the mistake? Look at the range hood. It's way too high, way too high. The wife can't even reach the controls. They had the installation manual and a tape measure there, and they still got it wrong. So we came back the next day and they'd repositioned it about 10-12 centimetres lower. Not perfect, but it'll do. At least the wife can reach the controls now. They've still got the walls to paint on the other side of the kitchen. The bathroom is still a work in progress. Today is contract day number 180, which is the scheduled completion date, but they obviously haven't finished. Going to be a few more days yet. We're not really worried about it. Rather a good job than a rush job. Day 156, or contract due date +4. While our neighbours behind us are busy breaking their backs transplanting rice, our work crew are applying their finishing touches. The house is now connected directly into the electric mains instead of a mess of electrical extension cords. The bathroom is 99% finished. Guys have just got to clean up their mess, as usual. A few days later, everything was done, or so we thought, just in time for the first house blessing, one with the village elders. Everyone walks around the house 3 times. Got a bit of video taken by a couple of the guests. Anyway, eventually the auspicious day for the blessing came around. So this first blessing was just done by some of the village elders, and apparently we're going to have one with the monk later on. I leave all that sort of stuff to the wife, all that mumbo jumbo. Anyway, so the lucky day came around. Wife started cooking early in the morning for a late afternoon meal. My job was just to get the booze on ice, if I can handle that. And then in the afternoon, when all the elders and guests had arrived, and after a bit of chit-chat, the ceremony started. First up, we have to walk around the house 3 times with the guests carrying what are supposed to be gifts that we bought. Stuff like mats and rice cooker, all the necessities of this household. The guests walked around carrying gifts that we actually bought.
มาตุ่มมาห่มมาขำมาคูนเสือเมืองม่วงก็มาตัวนี้โอ้ท่านสอทอ
So we walk around the house 3 times.
ไป
They're
เสือเมือง
carrying
ม่วงก็
that
มา
stuff. I'm carrying the Buddha. My wife is carrying an umbrella to keep the sun off Buddha, not me. Never mind my bald head. So each time we go around, one of the elders who's acted as an MC asks questions about what we're doing. I don't know what was said. Like I said, it's all mumbo jumbo to me. Then eventually this time he lets us in, but not before more questions, and the wife washes my feet. That was a bit of a novelty. I wasn't expecting that. Then we go in the house, put the Buddha on his little pedestal, and then everyone kneels down and they do all the prayer stuff, bowing and lying and chanting. I left out the chanting, I don't know the words. I just followed everyone else. When they bowed, I bowed. Then there was a bit of a pantomime with the main elder. He went to sleep on the bed. He got woken up, went to sleep, woken up. Something to do with the 3 days that traditionally we have to spend sleeping in the house. More mumbo jumbo. The wife was a bit worried that we wouldn't have enough food and drink because we had more people turn up than she originally expected. But a lot of people brought their own drinks and there was plenty of food left over. There always is. Even after people took little doggy bags home for their snacks. So we were officially moved in. No furniture or anything, just some mattresses on the floor. Then we gradually moved the furniture in, little bit by bit. Whatever we could fit in a bag came out, go back, and a few days later get some more. We left all the heavy stuff for a while because we were going to get some of the builders' crew to help us. That took a while before they were free, but eventually they had a couple of hours free, so we bribed them with some drinks and snacks, help us carry the heavy stuff like fridge, washing machine, wardrobe. So, how is the house after a few days, or a couple of weeks? Excuse me. It's okay. There are a few things that needed fixing up. Front door lock stopped working. We couldn't open it from the inside or lock it from the outside. That had them flummoxed for a while. But a bit of WD-40 does wonders. It's working okay now. A couple of the taps were leaking. Biggest problem was probably the main toilet. every time we flushed it, water and whatever else, it came out the bottom. They were back here for about 4 days trying to fix it. Eventually they did. We've got a 12-month warranty on the place. We intend to use it. Of course, warranties are of dubious value in Thailand sometimes. So we'll see if anything major happens. Maybe he'll fix it, maybe he won't. Next item on the agenda was security bars over the windows. It's very quiet here compared to our last place. The wife was scared stiff someone was going to break in the middle of the night. So we had to get security bars on. No matter how much I tell her they can be a death trap if there's a fire at night and you can't get out of the windows or anything, or nobody can break in to rescue you. We had to have them. So, as I said, that was the next item on the agenda. Guy came out, measured, quoted, said, okay, that's 20,000 deposit, thank you very much. Came to a total of 48,000. They are decent looking, stainless steel. They seem quite strong. They could have been worse. There was one problem I could see immediately when they were putting the sliding door over the patio doors. The doors were at the same height, so they were going to hit. You couldn't open one without touching the other. So he had to redo the handle on the security door. Just lift it up a bit. Problem solved. Nothing major, but he should have realised that when he was doing the measurements. Also on the first window screen they put in, one of the guys took a big chunk out of the concrete lintel over the window. He must have got it right on the edge. He tried to cover it up, but not quickly enough. I saw it, and I showed the wife and the boss. So that guy got demoted off the drill for the rest of the job while they patched it up. That bit is white, so it was an easy colour match. Would have been different if it had been on the main wall of the frame. We'd have to get something tinted. Yeah, so they were here all day doing that. Most of that was in the afternoon, doing that one screen door of the patio. So that finishes the main part of the video, main part of the building. Still got work to do. We still haven't got any walls or gates. We do have the post for it. So that's the next item on the agenda. Waiting for the rainy season to finish, which shouldn't be long now. Hasn't been much of a rainy season this year. Wife is a bit worried about the rice on her farm. Got a few trees planted, but can't do much more. Can't do much more until they build the wall. So that's all for now. I guess we'll be back when they start building the wall, unless there's something interesting in the meantime. Don't think there is. Just watching the grass grow and weeds. Which reminds me, time to get some more petrol for the brush cutter. Okay, until I do see you again, bye.